a little bit too much. My bad, I'll work on that. But today's gonna be a little different video. It's not just strictly for the Canyon. It's kind of to help you guys out who are looking to purchase a vehicle off a car lot. Just kind of some tips and mistakes I've made, because I've purchased like 10 vehicles. So we're gonna get into that. But anyways, before we do that, if you're new here, like and subscribe. We're growing, slowly but surely we're growing. At 500, I plan to do a logo design or an art design giveaway. You know, I can draw your car or whatever it may be. But yeah, let's talk about, you know, buying a car with the tips and research that I've found and the mistakes I've made and learned from. Hopefully helps you guys out. So we're gonna sit in the truck because standing in my garage, I feel awkward with my neighbors watching me record myself, I guess. Not used to doing this stuff yet, after a year of doing it. But anyways, I just want to talk about you know, some things you can look for when you go to buy a vehicle, some things I've learned. You know, I've owned a lot of cars in a short time, and I've learned a lot of stuff to watch out for and to do, and things that have really worked for me. This truck and my Mustang that I custom ordered, I purchased, there's a spider in here, I purchased under MSRP, and I'm hoping that these help you guys. But anyways, I would say the first thing to do when you're researching a vehicle, or the first thing to do when you're gonna buy a vehicle, is research it. So like, I'm just gonna use this truck for an example. If you're looking to buy this truck or a specific vehicle, research it, learn everything you can about it, find the issues about it, because you know, you could end up being stuck with a vehicle that you don't like or has a lot of issues. Looking the next state over, look what they're selling for, look at used prices, look at new prices. When I bought my Mustang, I was looking in the next states over, like Texas and Kansas and things like that, and looking at those prices. And you know, it might suck for the sales guy, but I was calling and negotiating prices on Mustangs that I didn't actually want. But when my Mustang came in, I was able to tell my sales guy, like, hey, they have this Mustang over in Texas. It's not the exact car I ordered, but it's got all the options that I wanted. You know, it's not the same color that I wanted, but it's got the same options, like the exhaust, whatever it may be. But they're selling it, you know, $6,000 below MSRP. Can we do anything on the car I ordered, or I'm gonna go buy this one for a lot cheaper? It's the same car, 1 year older, same exact car. It was in this scenario, it was a 2022 Mustang GT versus a 2023 Mustang GT. They were both premiums, leather, active valve exhaust, what I wanted. Had the options. They were just different colors. Like the one I ordered was silver with red interior. The one that the dealership in Texas had was like a dark gray with black interior, but same car. And so I told the sales guy, I was like, it's not the color that I was necessarily wanting, but overall I wanted a Mustang with these options. Both these cars meet it, but this one's $6,000 cheaper. Yes, it's 1 year older, but it's the same model. They haven't changed. And so he's like, yeah, we can see what we can do. Well, they ended up selling me the car for a couple thousand under MSRP when it came in. And so I ended up buying the Mustang under MSRP. I custom ordered it the day it came in. I paid under MSRP for it. So it is possible to buy any car under MSRP if you know what to kind of look for. So research what they're selling for, used and new. Both used prices and new prices can help you. Look at states around you. Negotiate at other dealerships, even if you don't want to buy a car there. Negotiate, see what they go down to, so you can take that information to the dealership you want to buy a car from and be like, hey, this is what I got them down to. Can you guys get close to this or meet this or whatever it may be? And if you're looking to trade in, go to different dealerships to get your trade-in value or buyback value on your car, because they're all, some are going to be like 500 more than others, some are going to be 1,000 less than others, just so you can get the best price for your car. And also research like Kelley Blue Book and like some of these online car buying sites to see what your trade-in value will be. Like, do extensive research. It'll help you in the long run to negotiate. And then one thing I learned, this particular case was with Ford because I was buying the Mustang at the time. I didn't really look at this truck was kind of on a whim purchase, so I didn't do as much research as I'm telling you guys to do, but I'm sure this is the same across most manufacturers. But in Ford's case, so the longer a vehicle sits on the dealership, the more money it's costing the dealership to maintain that, keep it clean, like, you know, because they've financed these cars as well. So they're making payments on the cars on the lots. So the quicker they can sell it, the quicker they get out of making those payments, and they can get in new cars and new rotation. But they also make money the quicker they sell it. So for example, my Mustang came in, you know, on, I don't remember the day, January 20th. I bought it that day. So because I bought it that day, Ford kind of gives them a couple $1,000 bonus for selling that car so quick. So they have like a built-in, so that MSRP isn't really the MSRP that the dealership bought. So like the MSRP on this Mustang was $50,000. So the dealership probably paid like $46,000 for it, and that's kind of a built-in bubble for the dealership to kind of keep it maintained that first month that it might be at that dealership. So if you buy that car that first day it comes in, they get that money back, and it's kind of like a bonus to them. So I used that as a negotiating tactic too, and I was like, hey, you guys get you know, so much money back the quicker you sell this car. I'm buying it the first day here, so you're getting that full refund or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. I was like, you're getting this full refund for me buying it right now because it's not sitting on your lot. Like, it just got off the truck this morning. I'm buying it. You guys haven't had to do anything. Like, I asked you to even not clean it, so they didn't even clean it. So they got a full bonus back. So I was like, can I get a little bit of that money you guys just made on top of selling the car towards, you know, my sticker price? And so, you know, they added another $1,000 onto that MSRP, making it like $3,000 below MSRP versus the $2,000 it was. And then also, so that got it below MSRP. And then also, you can check financing, check banks, check your local bank, check, you know, all types of different sites. And, you know, they may not be the best. It might come down to the manufacturer has the best interest rate. That's what it was with the Mustang. Ford had the best interest rate at that time. And look around that so you're not getting screwed. So they're like, oh, we're going to give you 84 months at 15% interest. Because I've had a dealership do that. It was my first car I bought on my own, and they were like, well, the best we can do is 84 months at, like, I think it was like 15% interest. Your payments would be like $800. I was like, no. No, I'll go to my bank tomorrow. I went to my bank and they gave me a 3% interest for 72 months. So, you know, don't let yourself get screwed. It's okay to say no. Sometimes when you walk away, that kind of helps you in the long run, because they're like, oh, I don't want to lose this sale or whatever. And then, like, the moving on to the truck, speaking of the walking away, moving on to this truck. So they gave me a trade-in value. I did do my research on what the Mustang would trade in at. So I kind of knew what they'd give me, and they gave me what I researched at. So they gave me the value. They ran the numbers on the truck with the trade-in value and kind of what my payments would be. And I'm like, those are a little high. So they came back with a lower number. They worked it out. So I was like, well, I was like, looked at my watch. I was like, well, it's about lunchtime. I was like, I'm gonna go grab some lunch. You know, I'll think about it, and I'll be back if I decide I want to do it. So I went and grabbed some lunch, sitting there thinking about what kind of negotiating I can do. And so I called him. I was like, well, because they told me they couldn't come down on the sticker price. So, well, actually, I was already below sticker, so I was already $2,000 below sticker price on the price of the car, which I wanted. I was being greedy. I wanted a little more. So I called them. I was like, I know you guys said you can't go any lower on the price you gave me because we're already below sticker. I was like, what about, giving me this value? I think it was like $1,500 more for my trade-in value for the value of the Mustang. I was like, what about giving me $1,500 more for the Mustang? They were like, well, let us call you back. And so I was like, all right. They called me back after talking to the manager, and they're like, well, we can give you $1,000. And I was like, what about $1,200? And they're like, let me call you back. And they're like, we can do $1,000, we can't do $1,200. I was like, well, if you can't do $1,200, I'm gonna pass. So he's like, oh, all right. Ended up calling me back. He's like, all right, we'll do the $1,200. So I got what I wanted. Got 3,000 below sticker again. And I'm sure if you guys are better at negotiating, you probably get more. But to me, that sounded good. 3,000 below sticker. On the last two vehicles I bought, I felt like I was doing pretty good. So overall, do your research. And I actually have one more thing to show you that maybe you can negotiate. I didn't think about it till after. Most dealerships do this, and you could probably negotiate, but let's go check this last one out before I end the video. So I'm gonna blur this out because a lot of dealerships do this, and this dealership treated me pretty good. But the stickers on a new car really irritate me. The place I bought my Mustang, they just put like a bracket with their name on it, which I'm fine with because you can just pull that bracket off. But I hate when dealerships do stickers because I feel like this could be a negotiating point for you is, hey, I've bought the car. When people ask me where I got the car from and you treated me well, I'm going to tell them like, hey, I bought it from so-and-so. And so I'm already your free advertisement. I feel like if you want to put stickers on my brand new car, you should be paying me to advertise for you. So that could be a negotiating tactic. I've never tried it. I didn't think about trying it till, after I bought this, and I was like, that could have worked. Or they could have taken the sticker off. So it's a win-win either way. Either they take the sticker off, or they take, $100 even off the price of the truck, whatever it may be. You guys could try that, see if they do it. I don't know. But those are kind of just some things I've learned. You really got to watch the sales guy because, they make money off you, whether it's on the price of the car, the interest rate, the payments, the term. They make money off of you like every which way possible. So you got to really do your research and know what they're talking about, because they're going to use terms and words thinking you're dumb and really try to screw you. So do your research, check other dealerships, negotiate at other dealerships, even if you don't plan on buying that car, because you got to think about it this way. Those sales guys are going to screw you. So if you got to waste their time to get a better price for the vehicle you actually want, it's whatever, like it's your money. You're spending a lot of money on a vehicle. Do your research. But those are kind of the tips and tricks that I've learned, and I would say they've worked for me. The past two cars, I've got 3,000 under stickers, so give it a shot and see if it works for you, and let me know in the comments your negotiating tactics, and I will see you guys in the next video.